Media is a changing and dynamic world. The introduction of social media has brought upon many changes all over the world, especially here in the Middle East. Noor Amir has more to the story.
What do His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE, ruler of Dubai, singer Lady Gaga, and actor Ashton Kutcher have in common? They all have thousands of followers on Twitter. The evolution of Twitter has been only one aspect of the way social media has grown all over the world, and especially in the Middle East. During a recent cabinet meeting in Abu Dhabi, UAE ministers were given iPads as part of the e-briefcase initiative.
Above all this, you have a leader who basically was brave enough, and he went before anybody else and he said, I'll make a good use of social media. And Sheikh Mohammed was a great example. He basically created what I would call a roadmap toward the future. Yes, technology is there. There is nothing to fear. We are very transparent. This is always, the way he goes with his messages. We are transparent. We have no fear. We are open. We know what we want, and we also make mistakes. But then we learn from our mistakes and we move again.
According to Digital Policy Council, a US-based think tank on governance, 69 world leaders had Twitter accounts set up in their personal name or through their offices by the end of 2011. In many aspects, media has begun to turn social. People have started to interact with their surroundings and have begun to report on it through social media. The question is, will social media replace traditional media?
What is happening? The media is shifting and is moving from corporation to individuals. This is exactly what's happening with the support of all different platforms which has been introduced, and also the advancement of technology. This is, I would say, just the beginning of this transformation. Within the next 5 years, I believe this is the media. We won't even call it social media. So media is becoming social. That's all what's happening. People now have the right to basically communicate back to media, and people like to become the media. If you look at smartphones today, which almost reach 70% of the total penetration in the UAE, every smartphone has a video camera, has a photo camera. It allows you to text and to write and to send and to receive. So basically it became a medium by itself. And it's a real-time medium. So basically everything is shifting. You have no time for planning the way it used to be in the past. Running 3 newspapers in the past, we used to plan the news for the following day. 2 or a couple of editorial meetings where we decide on the main stories and then what's going to be published. Today you cannot do this anymore. It's a new revolution which is being driven by people, and it's going to continue being driven that way.
While the demise of traditional media has been long predicted with the introduction of new technologies, in reality, all forms of these media have remained in our lives, interplaying and evolving in their own ways. Media professor at the American University of Sharjah, Dr. Ralph Berenger, believes that the hype of social media can only last for so long.
I just don't see the social media as gonna wipe out these. I mean, after a while, people, I think, will tire. I mean, I get tired. I look at some of the tweets I see, and they're incredibly boring. I mean, the same thing over and over and over again, and and some of this is unsubstantiated, and it's just outrageous. And I just say, listen, give me a story that's true. I want truth here.
Social media has attracted special attention in the Middle East after the Arab Spring became known as the social media revolution. However, Dr. Berenger argues that even referring to the Arab Spring as being stemmed from social media is misleading.
Social media played that bigger role. There are very few people who were really on it. It didn't really take hold until the traditional media, primarily Al Jazeera, really started following social media, and that gave it more credibility and more importance, more status than the other media did. After the revolution, there were surveys that were done, and very small percentage said they got the idea to go out and protest from Facebook. It just wasn't much of a factor. The media made it a factor. The media said, oh, this is a Facebook revolution, or this is a YouTube revolution, or this is the Twitter revolution. The media labeled it that way. It's just simply the facts don't hold up.
There is no doubt that social media and traditional media have become dependent on one another and will continue to evolve and interact in their own ways. This is Noor Ahmed reporting.